Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. It's important in life. If you don't give a shit, it can help you a lot. There is no such thing as a great talent without great willpower. Receive with simplicity everything that happens to you. To realize the truth, you have to cross the boundaries of all religions and prophets. Feeling guilty does not set us free. Being equipped sets us free. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. Humanity must forgive humanity, for only then can we be humane. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. A single death is a tragedy. 1,000,000 deaths is a statistic. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. A seed neither fears light nor darkness, but uses both to grow. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. He who pursues fame at the risk of losing his self is not a scholar. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. History, Stephen said, is a nightmare from which I am trying to awake. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. No matter how safe and beautiful it is, a cage is still a cage. Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress. Stay in the center, and you will be ready to move in any direction. Keep your best wishes close to your heart and watch what happens. Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. Fear is nothing more than a negative assessment of risk. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything. I always felt like you had to be important to have enemies. I'm not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. When we fail, our pride supports us, and when we succeed, it betrays us. Your time is way too valuable to be wasting on people that can't accept who you are. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. Honest is how I want to look. The truth doesn't glitter and shine. A good completion takes a long time. A bad completion cannot be changed later. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. Because people don't have wings, we look for ways to fly. I'm always doing that which I cannot do in order that I may learn how to do it. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. You're only young once, but you can be immature forever. Let your mind wander in the pure and simple. Be one with the infinite. Let all things take their course. This place has only 3 exits, sir: madness and death. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets. I do not believe in taking the right decision. I take a decision and make it right. In conflict, straightforward actions generally lead to engagement. Surprising actions generally lead to victory. If you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind. He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, choose selfishness, have few desires. All the fish needs is to get lost in the water. All man needs is to get lost in Tao. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. The men of old breathed clear down to their heels. Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. If their forces are substantial, prepare for them. If their forces are strong, avoid them. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. If you want to dine with perfection, you must toil with imperfection. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. If you want more, you have to require more from yourself. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Hearts can't be broken because they're made of marzipan. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. What is of the greatest importance in war is extraordinary speed. One cannot afford to neglect opportunity. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. Each star is a mirror reflecting the truth inside you. Show me that I am everywhere, and get me home for tea. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. To understand the limitation of things, desire them. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. True words are not fancy. Fancy words are not true. The good do not debate. Debaters are not good. If you derive joy in destroying others, you won't go far in life. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. If the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. After your death, you will be what you were before your birth. I is for integrity. Be honest with yourself and others. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. I'm going to try speaking some reckless words, and I want you to try to listen recklessly.